Do you want to know my 5 secrets for keeping you young and healthy in your skin? They're very easy, so stay tuned.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion.
Hi everyone, I'm Silly, your skin fitness expert, and my goal is to empower you to look amazing naturally at any age by simplifying the beauty BS so that you can make good decisions with your own skin's natural health and wellness. So let's get started. So let's talk about kind of like the 3 basics that are keeping your skin kind of healthy. Let's talk about collagen, elastin, and water. All right, the 3 kind of core building blocks. Collagen is that thing that like makes us plump, keeps everything like when you touch your skin, you pull it up, it kind of stays plump and pretty. Elastin is the thing that like when you actually pull it up is what makes it bounce back. It's everything that keeps it kind of pliable. And water, well, we all know what water is. And we pretty much, I think at this point in this world, understand what water does. It's essential to living. It's essential for your skin. And if you don't have enough of it, you're like, oh my God, I'm so dry and dehydrated. Which, by the way, dry and dehydrated are different things. Okay, so as we age, we start losing estrogen, and therefore our ability to hold water, it's limited. It starts becoming harder. So we have to kind of like trick our bodies, and we have to do things to kind of hold those things in. Also, as we age, we're kind of limited for all these things. It's really terrible, especially women. Like our bodies are like, listen, you're not good at like bearing children anymore. You're kind of useless. We don't need you anymore. It's freaking terrible, but your biological clock starts to turn off and your body goes, we don't need to reproduce. Why are you even here? It's why men look better longer, because apparently they can keep having children and we can't. It's biologically just silly, but it's how it is. So let's talk about the things we can kind of do. First of all, you can absolutely do things to boost your own collagen. You can absolutely take collagen supplements. Let's talk about how you can do that. First, when you take collagen supplements, you actually do want to be taking them properly. So collagen works the best when taken with a protein. So something so if you don't have to take it with meat, but like you want to take it with, if you're doing it in a smoothie, you want to be doing it with a cashew, macadamia nut, peanut butter, something like that, something where you're having some kind of protein. It's also, you want to take it with a fat. So any of those, notice they have fats in them. So protein, fat, and a carbohydrate. All those also have a carbohydrate in them. So if you're like a person who's coming to me like, Sybil, I started taking collagen, I put it in my green smoothie. And I'm like, is it just vegetables and fruit? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, oh, it's not gonna work for you. It's not binding enough. It's not really doing very much for you. You're not getting the full benefits. So remember what I said, you need a protein, a fat, and a carbohydrate. You don't need huge amounts of it, but you need some, because that's how the collagen is really gonna bind. Collagen really needs some of that to bind. Okay, lots of research done on that. Okay, water. Let's talk about water. People are like, I'm drinking all my water. I'm taking all the water. I'm getting all the water in. And then I'm like, really? Because your skin's so dehydrated. I drink all the water. I just chug it. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so let's talk about how the best way to get water in. First, you want to be sipping it throughout the day. You don't want to be all like chugging it down like it's a race or something. 2, actually, drinking water is not the best way to get water. Believe it or not, the best way to get water is to consume your water via foods and vegetables. Eating your water is the best way to get your water. It binds to you better when it goes through you slowly. So a river rapid of water is just gonna slalom through you. When you're chewing it and you're digesting it and it takes time to process through you, your body has time to absorb that. And so something like, I love to talk about chia seeds, something like chia seeds, which is called a hydrophilic. So if you ever put chia seeds into something and they like that, they get like all like spongy, it's called hydrophilic. When they get all spongy like that, they're holding more fluid for you. And so they will attach to your insides and give it time, your time to go through you. So eat more vegetables, eat more fruit. And if you don't like it, I don't care, you're supposed to be. So the more watery the vegetable, the more watery the fruit, the more water you're gonna get. So watermelon, oranges, name other ones for me guys out there. What are water? Jicama. What other things are watery? If you eat them, they're like, they're bursting in my mouth. Those are the ones that you want to be doing most of. Kale's great. Is it super watery? No. Is lettuce? Yes. So as you know, if you've ever followed my feed, I believe everything goes on lettuce. I'm like, oh, everything goes on lettuce. Everything goes on salad. There's a reason why. Okay. So the more things that you can eat that are wet, that are binding, that have water, are going to stick to you. All right. And if you are drinking water, nothing wrong with that. Slowly throughout the day. The other reason we want to drink or we want to eat our foods is because you're getting more minerals that way, which are actually full of electrolytes. So we need more minerals. Most of my clients, when they come in and I'm having trouble with their skin, it's because they are demineralized. I look at them and I'm like, ooh, you're so sallow looking, da da da. They're demineralized. They're missing their minerals. So we want you to have enough minerals via electrolytes, which is what minerals really are. They're electrolytes. Okay. And the next one I have is electrolytes and pH. So we're going right into that. So electrolytes and pH. So if you are having enough vegetables and produce, you are actually gonna have really glowing skin. One of my favorite things to talk about is when I put people on Whole30s and I start moving them off of like kind of the stuff that they shouldn't be eating. They're like, my skin is glowing. And I'm like, a part of that is actually just because you're eating a lot more produce and vegetables. So we're gonna start pHing your kind of vegetables. You're going to pH your water. And if you are not drinking kind of alkaline water, or you're not getting enough produce, or you're not drinking, say, an apple cider vinegar, and I have a whole video about that in the morning to kind of start alkalining your body, that will really help you get into that. So pH and alkaline and electrolytes is so vital to you to keep your hydration in your body. Okay. Then let's go ahead and talk about movement. So a lot of people say exercise is great. Listen, if you're not an exerciser or you're watching this and you're one of my 95-year-old clients and you're like, girlfriend, I'm a silver fox. I sit in my chair and I do this. Hey, that's cool. You do Tai Chi in your chair. That's still movement. I don't care. If you get a walk every day, that's beautiful. If you vibrate on your vibration machine, your iVibe, I've got one, I love it, then that's groovy too. But you want to get movement into your body. A couple things with movement. One, it gets everything flowing, it gets you detoxifying. It also like loosens everything up. It stops the compression of tissues. And movement does a few things, like massage is also counts as movement. So a lot of people come in for my Russian facelifting massage, and the reason why they're like, I look amazing, I look so different, part of it is just because we're doing so much movement to the skin. It actually compresses the tissues and allows things to start moving. It makes the elastin fibers function, the collagen starts to move, and everything gets like hyper aware and turned on. And so if you are not getting enough exercise, if you're not getting enough movement, you are not actually going to hold your water. You're not going to get younger and fitter. It is so important that you do movement. All right. So what else can I talk to you about that with movement? I believe I got to all of my notes. The final bonus I'm talking about, those are my 5 things. The final bonus I'm going to talk about is we did kind of talk about Whole30 up there. I know people don't like to talk about food, but the things that you eat are really important. And so sugar is one of the worst things that you can do for yourself. Inflammation is the #1 thing that creates aging. So inflammation in general creates aging. Sugar creates a lot of aging. I eat sugar occasionally. It's not the end of days, but reduction of your sugar is important. Careful consumption of your sugar is important. So let's make sure we're just working on that. And I have a whole video on why glycolics are sugar molecules and you shouldn't be using them because they're the devil. So if you're using glycolics on your skin, please, please stop. All right, so those are my 5 reasons that will help you look beautiful longer, and they're my anti-aging secrets. If you have not subscribed to me before, please do. If you found this helpful and interesting, please send it off into the universe to somebody else. And you guys have a fantastic, wonderful day. Bye.